are tuning in, you'll notice I have a black eye. This is a result of a gardening accident and giving a kid who's almost 4 full-size garden tools to use. Hit the handle of a garden hoe right to my eye hole. But anyways, let's get into it. I want to play something really aggressive. Hello, hello. Been playing around with saturation, really sensitive harps. How. But I'm also opening, closing. Patrick Bodine, how you doing? You just got Cyrus. Oh, hello. How are we doing? You'll notice I have a black eye. I had my son help me in the garden. He was using a garden hoe, and I took the hoe handle right to my eye hole. And we have the Bev family pictures for our Christmas cards tomorrow. So it's good that I'm going in with a black eye. But Buddha says hello from Virginia. Oh, dig the name. Vincent Deal, how are you? Or Vincent Deal, maybe? I'm not good with pronunciations. I'm not good at the English language, and unfortunately, it's the only language I speak. Grass Grower says, any recommendations for jaw harp journeying and meditation? Just found. Check out some Mohan bass, Morchang. Pretty much any harp's good for that, but harps that are handmade as opposed to machine-made. Although the Ildar Gamadiev are, I found to be good as well. Where was he at? How? I am Smiley saying hello from Canada. How you doing? How. And I'm breathing in and out, and I'm also opening and closing my glottis. For those of you who don't know what the glottis is, it's used in making glottal stops, like when you say the words in an English accent, better, butter, and bottle. Or just even saying the words kitten and mitten. When the word mitten, you don't even say the T. It's actually done with your glottis. Mark Gunnick says, had some snow this week. Ground is starting to freeze. Oh, nice. We've had some light freezes here in Kansas. I think it got down to 25 one night. There's still leaves on the trees. I've got one pepper plant left. I processed all of them into compost. I'll have a video coming out on that. Mark Gunnick says, I saw a chart for glottis. Oh, cool. Play something else, and I hear we have some of the northern Beb clans joining us. Hello, Norris. Hello, Nora. Hello, Lucy. Hello, Reese. How you doing? And I brought a clackamore as well. I don't know where my clackamore is. There it is. Play some clackamore. I got it down on the clackamore every once in a while. Have I ever played a Fatowski? Yes, and yes. Let me grab a Fatowski. Where's my Fatowski in G2? I know I have it. I've got harps. Sometime I'll show you this. I got harps just scattered here and there on like 4 or 5 different shelves, and even a box over here. I don't know where my Fatowski is at the moment. I also have a big D2. Oh, there it is, right there. Fatowski range anywhere. Fatowski are probably one of the more affordable mud harp, and they range anywhere from really melodically clean to sometimes not melodic. But some of them, when you get as good as Fatowski, they're pretty melodic. I think this one is that G. Yeah, G2's Fatowski. Harp that you probably, if you're going to be double plucking and playing aggressively, probably not a good one to do. Big recurve triggers, which is great for plucking inward, but for hammering inward and outward, this may cause breaking. So if you want to play a harp super aggressive in both directions, you probably better choose a different one, but good lower cost melodics. I like to every once in a while. It helps me open up a little bit just to try to play a scale, playing one open, then one closed right above it, and then open right above it, and try to walk up like a scale and walk back down. I'm not really good at it. Sometimes I don't hit the next tone. I'll jump down or jump up when I should, but it does help the technique. Thanks for the recommendations. Oh, cool. I like to hear that. Awesome. See, sometimes I miss, and I'm not really accurate at going up and down, but I am working to get better on that. Hearing it in your ear is as important as what you're doing with your mouth. I'm doing a lot of stuttering, like in and out really fast and opening and closing. Said he played a cornet. Oh, I played a cornet in grade school. I wanted to play a trumpet, but all the trumpets were already taken, so I got a cornet, which is a little. It looks really similar to a trumpet, just a little bit shorter and fatter. Has a really rich sound. But I never applied myself to playing the cornet. I should have applied myself to learning how to play it more, but I was okay. An Orchard Guy 80 played a cornet as well. Oh, cool. And Alex, the idiot animates, I love the name. Oh my God, he played a trumpet. Oh, cool. We're a whole brass section now playing jaw harps. Oh yes, that's good. And Porky Miller just got in like 250 Mohan. I think Mohan was working on those Morchang for like half a year to get those done. He sent some killer looking stuff. I'm going to be getting a harp from that collection as well. Mohan are probably the most underrated, amazingly awesome harps. I mean, they're harps that for $35, $45 rival some of the Russian ones that are in the $100 to $150 price range. And his gaps are about as tight as anybody's. Babayev is probably one of the only ones who makes tighter ones. And I've actually asked Mohan, like, don't gap them so tight, because some of them would come and there was an astronomically small gap, and it'd be a little bit trickier to play for me, because sometimes I'm aggressive. So he does open up his gaps a little bit, but they're still laser tight. Oh, Porky Miller, like I've hung out with him multiple times. When we decided to transfer the shipping to Porky Miller, he came down here and chilled. Him and his partner came down here and we chilled and hung out for several days and played harps. It was an absolutely fantastic time. Anytime you get a time to hang out with Porky Miller, it's a good time. And for those of you who are just joining us, this black eye, me and Donovan, or my son, was working out in the garden, and he was using a hoe to chop some plants down, which we were processing for compost, and I was working behind him, not realizing the hoe handle would come and poke me in the eye hole. And we was going to do some Clackmore stuff. Some of the Northern Bebs are here with us today. Lucy and Nora and Reese. We'll have to have a gathering of Bebs here up and coming. It's been a while since we had a gathering of the Southern and Northern Beb tribes or clans. One of the ways I like to play the Clackmore is I like to do like the overhand Yakutian style play and hit with my first finger and hit with the second one. It kind of gives you a da 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 da. Another cool thing you can do with a Clackmore is take your wrist and rock it. Origin Guy, the one and only Sam, says, I have 2 Mohans. Oh yeah, Mohan are killer. Which 2 Mohan do you have? I recommend if anybody's going to get 2 of Mohan style, get like one around that G2, F2 range and 1 bass. And the deeper in bass you go, the quieter they get and more flexible they get too. Let's just grab a Mohan. We've been talking about Mohan so much. Mohan are killer. Where are you? There we go. And I have 1 Mohan with a draw. Yeah. They're always cleaner without the draw. We don't sell very many of them with the draw, but we'll play a gaggle of Mohan. And the one and only Sam says, try the small. Oh, cool. Well, that's my small with the draw. Oh, I got a nano here too. Let's start off. Let's play a Mohan bass. Let's get bassy with it. I've been on a bass kick for several weeks at least. Yal 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 yol yal 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 yol. Keep my tongue close to the roof of my mouth. And I'm not breathing much there. I'm really getting those outer spacey overtones. A deep bass marching is looking very cool. Oh yeah. And one only says has a mini and a medium. That's his tailless. No, this is bass marching. I think I'd say it somewhere on. Would that be B? Does anybody have a good ear for music? Would that be around a B or an A1? You want to get them overtones, those outer space. Alex the idiot animate says, I like a lot of trumpet euphorium. I don't know what a euphorium is. I've never heard of that. I'm gonna have to YouTube that later. A euphorium? And I like to always have that woo. And Frank Stewart says, I want to say A or maybe A sharp. Yeah, that was going to be my guess. Somewhere in around A or B. And sometimes I practice overtone singing and I'm not great at it, but that same feeling you get of cradling those overtones works on the harp. Mark Gunny says, I would have to try to get a new Mohan, but I love the Gorka. Yeah, I love Gorka. I play them quite a bit, especially when I don't want to be loud, because Mohan are a lot louder of a harp, but when you don't want to be loud, Gorka is a good go-to. I can kind of get the overtones just a bit, but they're not loud. I need to work on that more in the future. You can hear when I add the breath. Hew, 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 hew. But you can also hear when I bring the breath back in. And it's hard to demonstrate that without the harp. That's just me bringing the tongue up while doing that technique. Porky is busy letting the Mohan and checking the... Oh, yeah. Porky Miller, he's been processing a lot of harps as of late. We probably have more in stock than we ever have any year past. We're like, okay, going into Christmas, we want to have a full stock of stuff in the store. Just got Glazerin in as well. But Glazerin always sell out really fast. If you're looking for a gift for somebody, easy to play, not super expensive harp, the large Pokin are probably my favorite of the Pokin. With some oil, it turns sticky. If you leave like coconut oil or a lot of your other oils on for a long time, they'll get thicker over time. Somebody sent me one, I think with sesame or sunflower. Yeah, it was sunflower oil. And sunflower oil oxidizes, and actually, it's hard to get off like plastic. Let's play something else. We were on a Mohan kick. You can hear Mr. Diesel the dog over there chewing his bone. What's up, Diesel? Over there, you can see there's a whole boneyard of bones. This is the downstairs, and you see surrounded by harps on harps. Just harps here and harps there for my personal collection. I really don't keep many for the harpery anymore. I'll be doing some special unboxings coming up. Got some cool harps coming in, some rarer ones. I want to play a Mohan. Let's go. Oh, I want a higher tune Mohan. Here's this Nano. The Nanos are hard to hold. I don't have big hands. I'm not a real big person, but the Nano are tiny. Both the micro and the Nano, Morchang. Oh, Mr. Porky Miller's joined us. Hello, Porky. And if you see his name at the Harpery, pop up, give them a follow. That's where all our content for unboxings, well, most of it, the unboxings and demos will be coming from. Try to play one of the lowest notes. Now, the lowest note I've ever played is a Parm in G0. I don't have one in my collection anymore. Somebody really wanted one in G0, and we didn't have it available. So I'll just give you mine. But I have a Parm in B0. Zero, the second number I'm saying after the note, that's the octave of the fundamental. There we go. And it's not going to sound the same as that piano note. It sounds higher because the human mouth can't go that low, but that's why a lot of time your piano notes, I think, sound lower than the actual fundamental of the overtone of the harp because you're amplifying one of the higher spectrums of overtones of that fundamental, if that makes sense. I need to do some more research on spectrums of overtones and the term fundamental. This is Parm B0. They are super, super flexible. The G0 is so low, you don't really even hear it that much. You just feel it. Got some loose leaf tea I brewed up. Last night I had some dandelion tea. Collected it right before watching the full moon last night. Or full moon-ish after an eclipse. And you hear it's not that loud as we go down in pitch. As we go down through the lower frequencies, they're not as loud because those wavelengths, they get longer, I think. And also there's to get a harp this low without making it super big with a super powerful reed and that rattle your whole head, it has to be fairly flexible. So there's not a lot of power behind it. And I don't know, I don't have a lot of super high-pitched harps. So I probably have something in the third octave. If somebody out there has a musical ear, we'll see if we can catch and see. Oh, the Cape that are very high-pitched, not super loud, really draw-startable. I have an awesome Mohan, really high-pitched harp. It's lost amongst the mess of harps. Where are you? We'll try this Kate though. This is probably one of the higher pitched ones. This would be in the third octave. I'm not sure which note. I can kind of pick out the range of notes in the second octave, but once I get below or above that, it's difficult for me. That's not very high. Where's a higher one? I know I have high pitched Kates. Even that one's not super high. I know I have a Kate. Oh, Morrison. That'll be high. Maybe. And when I run out of breath, I just start doing that same thing on the in breath. Whatever I can do on an in breath, I try to do on the out breath as well. Oyakata, oyakata. And then do it on an in breath. Super easy to get lost in anything draw startable because you can really get rid of breath and sneak breath back in quickly because it just gets louder the more you breathe through it. I'm going to play a good draw starter. I've got a gaggle of harps down here. Look at this. I just have harps next to me on the couch. What should we play? That was pretty stiff. I'm getting to where it's only comfortable for me to play super stiff readers for a couple minutes, and I'm like, I want to play something more flexible. What do I want to play? Oh, something with a draw start. Foam and Cobb makes some that are super melodic, then I'll make some with big draw starts to them. In a good way. Got this one, there's a Ganesha on it. Very, very cool out there harp. Not melodic, but something entirely different. Mark Gunnick says he plays very stiff harps than bamboo harps. Bamboo harps can be super awesome. Some of the Steve Kinwald ones, especially the ones with the big curved handles, are amazing. And I think all mine are out in the garage. I keep some harps out in the garage to play as well. Oh, Corinding are killer once you get the hang of it. I find that once you get a Corinding cooking hot, fast, playing it, the reed will actually travel so far, it'll come in and hit me in the tongue. Yeah, if I was to like make myself phlegmy at the back, yowie. Sometimes it's just me in the basement playing the harp and trying to figure out what technique I'm doing, and just down there making weird noises like yeah. Oh, the new Heredinov are so killer, dude. That's awesome. Every weekend I've been looking for my Heredinov because I have two of them. I have one in G and one in D, and I cannot find them of the newer Heredinov. I always carry them with me, so I think when I go out to places, because they're good necklace cases, and I think they're somewhere in the van or my truck. I don't know. There, my lip came in and actually stopped the vibration of the harp. 24 minutes. How have we been going for 24 minutes? How even is that? Anyways, we're going to wrap it up. I'll play maybe one more harp. I love y'all. Thank you to all you who tuned in. Be sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. And most of all, and this is force of habit, I just oiled a titanium harp, which is not at all necessary. Anyways, be sure to keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them oiled. And most of all, be good to each other. Going into winter, it's easy to get cranky from not seeing the sun and be mean to people, but it's just so much more productive and effective when you're dealing with people to be nice most of the time. Anyways, I love y'all. Harp out. Oh, that was a cool melody. I'm gonna work on that if I can keep it in my head. Sometimes I'll find a good kind of melodic thing going on, and then I'll lose it. And just like that, it's totally different. I'll play one more. Before I leave, I got to make a fool of myself on the Seuss app. This is the harp that I've had the most. It's been the most challenging for me to learn so far, but it's also been super rewarding. The Seuss app, they're not pulled. What you do is you get the string and hold it tight and rock it, and don't let it go all the way slack, or the sound says. Oh, we've got some Seuss app in. I still haven't released the video. I need to get them mailed off to Porky. But if you want a Seuss app, shoot me a message. I can get a Seuss app out the door as early next week. But yeah, I do have some Steve Kinwald Seuss app that I shot a video for. They just haven't put up yet. But yeah, shoot me a message on email, bebcorp1@gmail.com. Or message Porky or me, either one. Have you seen the Tuvin Ghost Catcher? I have not. I like the name. I like that. There's a couple really cool videos on Tuvin throat singers. You go up just a little bit. There's a really sweet spot on these, if you can find it, without slipping down. And I've lost it. Anyways, I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more harpery. Harp out. And adios to the Northern Beb Clan who's tuning in. Nora, Lucy, and Reese. Oh, and one other thing I was going to bring up. If you haven't seen the new Smolnikov, check out the Smolnikov on the website. I think there might be a couple left. They are killer. Let's end playing one of those. This has been, for the past 2 weekends, I've really been loving this harp. It's got some heat and some sparkle to it that's really nice. Love y'all. Harp out. Have a wonderful weekend. So awesome. Everyone tunes in to join this. Love y'all.